Dear student, this is the time for material reading. Okay, so already we have seen 1, 2, 5th Roman 1, 2, 3, 7th Roman first question. Okay, paragraph we have seen in the poem. So now, so what we have left in that portions we can see now. 3rd Roman, rhyming words. Reading, breeding. Reading, breeding. For, ajar. For, ajar. Fly, cry. Read, succeed. Reading, breeding. For, ajar. Fly, cry. Read, succeed. See 4th Roman, comprehension questions. Okay, so in this 1 to 5 question we should read. Okay, see here, what is the hobby of the poet? We know that reading is the hobby of the poet. What does ajar mean? Ajar means slightly open door. Here what doors author mentioning here? Yes, so door of human mind. Okay, so ajar means slightly open door. What does ajar mean? Ajar means slightly open door. Can the poet fly without wings? No, the poet cannot fly without wings. But his thoughts and imaginations can fly everywhere without wings. The poet cannot fly without wings. But his thoughts and imaginations can fly everywhere without wings. What can children do to society if they read? The children can construct a powerful society if they read. The children can construct a powerful society if they read. What is the theme of the poem? To develop the reading habit is the theme of the poem. Okay. Now I think you are very clear. Now 6th Roman. Take 6th Roman. 6th Roman. You see poetic devices. Imagery. Imagery means the poetry lines. We have some of the figure of speech. Okay, so in that poetic devices, imagery means the poet views the advantages of reading hobby in his imaginations. Okay, the poet does not physically travel near and far. Only his thoughts travel, isn't it? Near and far na நாம போய் இங்க போயிட்டு அங்க போயிட்டு வரதில்லை. Just our thoughts it will be traveling to one place to another place. So there is no literal door. The poet imagines his mind's entrance as door. So நான் சொல்லியிருக்கேன் இல்லையா, so door of human's mind. So rhyme means what? This short poem has rhyming ending at every alternate line. So reading, braiding, already we have seen rhyming na சொல்லும் போது என்ன இருக்கும், ஒரே மாதிரியே இருக்கும். The sound of the words will be same. Reading, breeding. For, ajar. Cry, fly. Read, succeed. Next, couplet. So it is a 15 line poem. Couplet ன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. So what is that? It is a 15 line poem. How that sonnet 14 line poem sonnet ன்னு சொல்றோமோ அதே மாதிரி couplet அப்படினா 15 line poem என்னன்னு சொல்லுவோம்னா couplet. Each couplet after the first line presents a different thought concept. Okay, so அந்த ஒரு இந்த coupletோட first line இருக்கும் இல்லையா, ஒவ்வொரு coupletோட first line என்ன இருக்கும்னா presents a different thought concept. அது எப்படி இருக்கும் அப்படினா different thought. Okay, கான்செப்டே இருக்கும், different thoughtல இருக்கும். So lines 2, 3 tells about thoughts breeding. Lines 4, 5 speaks of rational door. Lines 6, 7 about joy and sorrow. Lines 8, 9 flying without wings. So இங்க பாரு 2, 3 lines என்ன இது பண்ணுது அப்படினா thought breeding. It helps me thought breeding னு சொல்லுது. Lines 4, 5 என்ன சொல்லுது? Speaks of rational door. So it is relating to human mind. 6, 7 என்ன சொல்லுது? About joy and sorrow. So 8, 9 flying without things. So அதில் so the various concepts it has been given here. Is it students? Okay, so now next we can see supplement reader. Okay, rearrange the jumbled sentences they have given. Supplement reader. Jim Corbett died on 19th April. Played a key role in establishing India's first national park in the Kuman Hills. It was named after him to honor his role in establishing this protected area 1930s. It was initially named after Lord Malcolm Haley. The park was renamed in 1957 as the Jim Corbett National Park. So எதில் first வரும் அப்படின்னா Corbett died இல்லை, லாஸ்ட்டாக தான் டைட் பண்ணுறாரு இல்லையா. So first Jim played a key role in establishing India's first national park in the Kuman Hills. Next, it was initially named after Lord Malcolm Haley. அவருக்கு ஃபஸ்ட்டு என்னென்னு பேர் வச்சாங்க? ஃபஸ்ட்டு Lord Malcolm Haley National Park. Like that only they have kept. And Jim Corbett died on 19th April 1955. It has been renamed in 1957 as the Jim Corbett National Park. It was named after him to honor his role in establishing this protected area in 1930. Okay, students. Now, second Roman. So, read the passage and answer the questions. So, you know that already. So, they will be giving the paragraph. In that, they will be asking questions. Edward James Corbett was popularly known as Jim Corbett was a British wildlife photographer, hunter, tracker, naturalist and writer. He has hunted a number of man-eating tigers and leopards in India. He had a lot of experience with tigers and other wild animals to shoot with his cine film camera. Who was Jim Corbett? So, we know that in the first line itself it is there. Jim Corbett was a wildlife photographer, hunter, tracker, naturalist and a writer. How did he shoot tigers and other wild animals? He shot the tigers. Here did plus shoot. The answer is shot. Okay, did plus V1. V1 means present tense. So the did plus V1 means it refers the past tense. The answer should be in past tense. So that's why he shot the tigers and other wild animals with his cine film camera. What was the name given to Jim by his parents? Yes, Jim was given the name Edward James Corbett by his parents. Okay, the famous personality we will be calling the name Jim Corbett. Actually, his parents, they have kept his name as Edward James Corbett. Okay. Now, I think you are very clear in that, students. Okay, so again you can verify one more time. Okay, so it will be very useful to you. Okay, students. Okay, you can verify that. Thanks.